So, having said I wasn't going to try going live again today, here I am trying to go live again today. Hopefully, and it would be wonderful if anyone joins if they could let me know, hopefully there is sound and hopefully there's no echo. Please. That's all I'm going to say really, but if you could let me know that would be wonderful. I'm not going to start with any general blether because, you know, so I'm going to flip the camera down and start straight away with the Cozy and Bright kit. So, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Hello, Nora. So, yes, sounds good. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. It's been a little stressful. I have rebooted my computer. It's gone to the new settings that I put in my streaming software. Thank you, Kay. You've been having trouble with your sound. It's being so far behind your video. Now, that can be just because it's live. But, hey, just one lot of sound. And sound is good. Hello, Helen. Thank you for those of you joining me. So, let's stop just opening and closing the box. Let's open the box. And so this is the Cozy and Bright kit, which, as I was saying on one of my previous versions, is slightly different from our usual kits in that it only makes one design because it's for Christmas cards. Christine is watching from Sydney. Whoa! As in Australia. So, most of our kits make 3 or 4 of 3 or 4 designs, but this only makes one design, but makes it numerous times. So we've got a Poppy Parade ink spot. I am going to have to change some of the settings for my layout, but hey, I'm not going to worry at the moment. So we've got Poppy Parade ink spot. Obviously I will use the full size one. We've got some linen thread. We've got a block. Again, I will switch that out for other blocks because I can. We have a stamp set which says, celebrate the season, all is cozy and bright, may this holiday warm your heart, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas and a joyous New Year. Oh, there has to be one, doesn't there? Orange you glad it's Christmas. And the reason I say there has to be one is because we have oranges. We've got an enormous sheet of dimensionals. I mean, this is on steroids. These are stickers. So we've got 4 sticker sheets. The envelopes are printed on the bottom left-hand corner, or at least they would be if I had them all the same way up. Oops, that one needs to go that way. So yes, they're all on the bottom left-hand corner. The inside is plain, so you don't need to worry about cutting your envelopes up. Then we've got die cuts. We've got 4 sheets of die cuts, and they are cinnamon and star anise with oranges. Then we've got 14 labels, which are cut at an angle. We'll see that in a bit. And then we have our card bases, which are gorgeous. Let me just turn them so they're all the same way round. So they are Evening Evergreen. Let me find the colours, because the colours are always on your instruction sheet. So the colours are Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Evening Evergreen, Garden Green, Poppy Parade and Pumpkin Pie. So very Christmassy. And I know it's the C word and we're still in September. So we've got huge instruction sheet mostly because we're only making one card. So for each card we need, let me move things out of the way, let me get a card base. Then I don't need those bits. So we need a card base, an orange, as in a die cut. I will be depipping, because my computer has been playing up today doesn't mean I won't depip. Hello, Kathy from Texas. Good morning. So cinnamon and star anise. So I don't need any more of those. Those can go back with the other bits. I'm going to need a label. So those can go there. I'm going to need some of my stickers, and I'm going to need linen thread, and obviously I'm going to need a stamp. So I have everything ready that I need, so we can turn the page. So basically all of these sentiments will fit on your label, but the first thing I've got to do, obviously, is depip. So all I do is just run my snips round the edge of my bits so that we don't have those annoying little bits sticking out. So while I'm doing this, I will say again, because I've now deleted where I said it before, thank you, team and customers, for A, helping me earn the incentive trip. Without you, I wouldn't have earned it. And B, hitting my sales goal. Hello, Audrey. Just morning. Yes, it's been... it was a little bit of a stop and start morning here. I should have been finishing about now rather than starting about now, but my computer had other ideas. So, yes, it's been a fun morning. Right, I need 12 inches or 30.5 centimetres. I mean, seriously, 30.5? Does anyone measure half a centimetre? It's an approximation, surely. If I could get into, gonna have to lick my fingers to get into my linen thread. And this is our standard linen thread. Now, measurements, because it's clever. We've got inches and we've got centimetres. So I need a foot or 30.5 centimetres. So I'm going to go from 6 inches twice to get my foot. And unbury my snips. So I need that long. So I can pop that to one side and come back to my instructions. So the first thing I need to do, as I said, is to choose a sentiment and stamp it on my label. So let's get those bits out of the way. Hello again, Judith. I persevered, having said I wasn't going to. Excellent. Well, so that's interesting, Audrey, that my voice is matching my mouth. Because when I did, I say, you weren't, I don't think you were here earlier when it all went slightly pear-shaped. I think I'm going to go All Is Cozy and Bright, purely because it's the Cozy and Bright card kit. So I had to do a reboot. No, let's go back. I did a reboot yesterday because it was playing up and all my settings had disappeared. And this morning, my settings had still disappeared. And so I tried and everything was completely wrong. Then it told me I had to do another reboot. And when I had finished my reboot, my streaming software needed to do an update. I'm just going to get my ink, my stamp cleaner ready, because red ink and a stamp cleaner means I'm going to end up with a stained stamp. The quicker you clean your stamp, the less stained your stamp will be. It's only a stain, doesn't damage, it's just stained. So I'm now on a different version of the streaming software, so it's possible that the upgrade helped with stopping the delay. So all is cosy and bright. What it hasn't stopped is the fact that there is a delay between what I'm doing and what you're seeing, but I'm less concerned about that. So having said, I was going to clean this quickly. So it is a little stained because red stains. It's just what it does. You will find that Night of Navy stains because it's got red in it. It's just one of those things. Right, okay, so we've got our sentiment. We have our card base. We have our instructions. So what I need to do is take one of my stickers and stick that, making sure that I am in camera, which means I need to just switch what I am seeing from, come on mouse, from where you are. Right, I am in camera, good, because I am going to have to play with my settings again, but that's fine. So this, now that's, okay, no, I kind of see that. Okay, I just thought that the picture was wrong, but it's not, it's fine. So this is going, it's covering up, let me show you. So the idea is apparently that it's going to cover up this leaf here and just be under that leaf there. So like, oh, but preferably not covering up the fir cone. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's your card, so it really doesn't matter. So that's that. Then I need my large orange slice, which is here, with dimensionals on the back. I have a pack of dimensionals open, so I will continue using those rather than the one on steroids. So this then overlaps here. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I was involved in a flower festival over the weekend. This cinnamon gets wrapped with linen thread and then tied in a bow. And I was on the winter section. We were doing the 4 seasons. And I was making a Christmas tree, which actually had orange slices on it. It had lots of hops. We have wild hops growing near us. Lots and lots of wild hops growing near us. So I picked some of those. You have to de-leaf them because hops will dry really nicely. The hop leaves will go smelly, smelly, nasty smelly, as opposed to the hops which go nice smelly. So I de-leafed them and then used that sort of as tinsel. Oh, have fun at your PT. I was doing PT this morning, as in personal training. Yes, it's been a fairly busy weekend. We had the flower festival, which we built on Thursday. This needs dimensionals on the back. Now they say 2. I might be slightly more generous and put 3, but you may find that in the kit you don't have enough. I don't know, but I just like the idea of 3. And then this snuggles down there. Snuggle is a technical phrase. So yes, so we did the flower festival, which finished on Sunday. On Sunday morning, it was our village fun run. I use the word loosely, which I managed. It was fairly ugly, my run, because I injured my hip some wee while ago, and I thought it was better. A kilometre into the fun run, I realised it wasn't. So that was quite interesting. Right, then this goes on here with 2 dimensionals. I don't think it needs dimensionals. They haven't given you any other option than dimensionals, but they've put 2 dimensionals at this end, which, bearing in mind this has got dimensionals on, don't quite understand that, but I'm going to just use some seal, assuming I can find my seal in my explosion of a craft room, and a cat hair apparently. So yes, my I did finish, and I finished within the time that I had set myself, which was, I wanted to be under 45 seconds. Oh, I see, they've got dimensionals this end. Right, I'm with them now. I take it all back. So I wanted to be within 45 minutes, and I did 41, so 40 minutes 41. It was fairly ugly. I had to walk some of the way, but I ran most of it. So that was all right. And then 2 stickers. So one tucks in under there, and one tucks in here. And then that is our card done. So really quick and easy. Video's been going for, ooh, can't tell on this screen. Let me go and find out how long it's been going. Can't tell on that screen either. For, oh, not very long at all. So yes, not very long at all. And then of course we've got the lovely envelopes that go with. What I'm looking for, like a mad thing, is my bone folder. There we are, buried under the other cards. So that just needs a bit of a burnish. And we're done. Hello, Judy. Hello, Shaz. I had another go. I decided that I needed to put my big girl pants on and have another go. Not least of all because I needed to make sure that it was actually working, and the easiest way to find out if it's working is to have you nice people tell me when it's not. Didn't realise you were back. No, well, you know, I did have a number of goes. So I'm not surprised that YouTube decided not to send you a notification this time. And it wasn't planned. So I will keep my Poppy Parade stamping spot. I always keep these because I've got the ordinary ink pads. I keep these for if I'm going away and I want to craft away. So yes. But yes, this is the finished article. I definitely need to adjust my setting for the video, as in how big or small I make it, which I will do before Thursday. And I will have Top Tip Tuesday next week for those of you who have missed that, because, you know, I'd left it too late. I should have done it last week, and I left it until yesterday, and that was when my computer decided that it was going on strike. But it seems to be, fingers crossed, working now. So I'm just going to flip the camera back up so I can say farewell properly, assuming my mouse would like to work. There's my mouse. Right, there we go. Right, so thank you very much for those of you who persevered a few times. Oh, kittens! Oh, I love kittens, Audrey. So those of you who have joined me again, if you would like to give me a thumbs up for perseverance, if nothing else, that would be fantastic. If you don't already subscribe, then the bottom right hand corner is your friend. If you are... Absolutely, Judy, life happens. Thank you. So if you don't already subscribe, please do. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you do see more stuff on Instagram. Not least of all, you see the story from today going, it's not working. So yes, by all means do follow me on Instagram. I do reels and stuff. But yes, if you're watching on replay and you've got any questions or comments, you can leave those below the description bar. Bye, Audrey. And I will be back with a fair wind. I will be back on Thursday with hopefully everything sorted out. So thank you very much indeed, and have a good rest of your week, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.